Ronan Keating was just a 16-year-old boy when he first met Louis Walsh. Louis was looking to form an Irish version of Take That back in 1993, and Ronan was one of the lads who responded to an advertisement in a newspaper. There were 300 people who wanted to be part of the band, but after 3 rounds of auditions they were whittled down to just 5, who form pop group Boyzone. Louis managed the lads to international success with 6 UK #1 singles, 4 #1 albums, and they remain the second most successful British boy band behind Take That. At this stage, Louis and Ronan, whose son Jack was a co-star bombshell on this year's Love Island, were on very good terms. When Ronan announced he was taking a break to go solo in 1999, Louis continued as his manager while he achieved #1 hits with When You Say Nothing at All and Life Is a Roller Coaster. But now there's more chance of Jack getting in the villa than the pair becoming friends again. Get the news you want straight to your inbox. Sign up for a Mirror newsletter here. They seemingly parted on good terms after a decade working together, but it was just the start of a feud that still rumbles on to this day. The pair had virtually no communication for years, but Ronan did appear with Louis for the X Factor judges' houses back in 2009. However, Louis lashed out at his former protégé during an interview with Q magazine in 2012, labeling Ronan talentless and spoiled. Claiming the fame went to Ronan's head, Louis boldly said, his head got turned by having nice hotels and chauffeur-driven cars, and he thought he could write songs. If you're Ronan Keating, who was working in a shoe shop when I discovered him, but end up thinking you're George Michael, then you need to be stopped. When he was asked if he thought Adele should not be a singer-songwriter, Louis replied, "No, that rule is for people who have no talent, like Ronan Keating." That wasn't the end of the insults, as Louis vented his frustration towards Ronan in August 2013 around the time of Boyzone's 20th anniversary. Revealing the pair were no longer on good terms, Louis told The Times that Ronan was a little manufactured pop star who actually believed his own publicity. He savagely added, Ronan thought he was George Michael. He said he didn't want to be a karaoke artist. Well, that's what he is. The brutal remarks kept on coming as Louis referred to Ronan as a diva in an interview with the RTE Guide. They all turn into divas. He can't sing like a diva, but I would probably have to say, Ronan Keating, said the former X Factor judge. But Ronan actually hit back this time by responding to the claim on Twitter, sarcastically writing, "Allegedly someone called me a diva. Haha FK me, they obviously never met me or managed me." During an interview with Magic FM's Magic in the Morning breakfast show, Ronan opened up on the feud with Louis for the first time. Ronan explained, "He was very important to me as a mentor and am grateful for the opportunities he gave me, because I wouldn't be here without them. But there's only so much you can give back and be so grateful, and for that not to be appreciated or respected." Taking the moral high ground, Ronan told Louis to move on with his life and get over their beef. Really, he should just move on and be happy and grateful for what has achieved, has had a great career, said Ronan. "It's no life to be bitter and talking negatively about people, it festers in your soul." And Ronan was not the only one to come out against Louis in public, with other Boyzone members having similar opinions. In September 2018, Ronan and Shane Lynch appeared on the Dan Wootton Interview podcast, where they explained they no longer had a relationship with Louis. One day Louis is your best friend and the next he doesn't know you. You never know what version of Louis you're going to get, confessed Ronan. Backing up his pal's claim, Shane added, "You can meet him for lunch one day and have 4 hours of gossip and great fun, and the next day he's in the papers slagging you off." One of the biggest insults came in 2019, when Louis was asked how he felt about Shane Lynch catching a bug in Thailand during the group's farewell tour. He told the Examiner, "I heard that, yeah." He was probably listening to Ronan. "I'd get sick if I had to listen to him as well." In March 2020, Ronan claimed Louis was bitter but conceded that the band would probably not have got their big break without him. "Someone like Louis has been so successful and made so much money, he should be embracing everything about music that comes out of this country," he told the Belfast Telegraph. "Boyzone happened because of Louis Walsh, he was fundamentally the reason we got our start," Ronan said. Shane Lynch and another lad came to him and said, "We want to start a boy band," but it was Louis' ability to spin things that got us on the Late Late Show and on the Smash Hits tour and all of the breaks we got in the early days. After that it was all down to us and what we did individually. Will Louis and Ronan ever put their differences aside? Do you have a story to share? Email webfeatures@trinitymirror.com.